Hey everyone! Today, we're diving into Netflix's Halloween special Time Cut, a slasher with a time travel twist that's sure to catch you off guard. If you're a fan of horror mixed with sci-fi, you'll want to stick around as we go deep into the plot, characters, and especially that crazy twist ending. Just a heads up, there will be major spoilers, so let's jump right in. Time Cut centers on Lucy, a young woman from 2024 who's haunted by the tragic death of her older sister, Summer, who was murdered in 2003 by a killer known as the Sweetly Slasher. Lucy never knew Summer, but growing up in the shadow of her death, she feels like she's only around to fill the void her parents felt after losing their first child. This sets the stage for a classic slasher mystery, but with a unique time travel twist. The movie opens in the present day, 2024, where we see Lucy's life filled with tension at home, feeling like her identity revolves around her sister's memory. But when Lucy discovers a way to travel back to 2003, she decides to seize the chance to change history. Her goal? To save her sister from the brutal murder that would haunt her family forever. So, Lucy finds herself back in her town in 2003 and actually meets her sister Summer for the first time. At first, she's cautious. She doesn't want to tell Summer about her fate, because changing anything could have huge consequences. But as Lucy spends more time with Summer, she sees a totally different side of her family. Her parents are happy, not weighed down by grief, and Summer's alive, vibrant, and excited about her future, including an internship with NASA. Lucy gets to experience what it's like to have a sister, and she starts to feel a real connection with Summer. She realizes that Summer is an incredible person, and saving her becomes more personal as she realizes what the family could have been like. This leads Lucy to question everything she knows about her life in 2024. As the night of Summer's murder draws near, Lucy can't stand by anymore. She knows exactly where and when the killing happened, so she devises a plan to save her sister. She enlists the help of Quinn, a guy she's met in 2003 who turns out to be surprisingly helpful. Together, they lure the killer to the barn where Summer was originally killed, but this time, Lucy and Quinn are ready. The twist? After they manage to knock down the killer, it's revealed that the Sweetly Slasher is none other than Quinn. But not the 2003 Quinn. It's Quinn from the future, the very same friend who's been helping Lucy. We learn that in the original timeline, Quinn was bullied and rejected by Summer, and that rejection grew into resentment. So much so that he eventually turned into the Sweetly Slasher, exacting revenge on Summer and her friends. This twist adds a whole new layer to the movie. Quinn's resentment towards Summer and her friends turns him into a killer, but it's more complex than that. In the original timeline, Quinn had confessed his feelings for Summer, but she rejected him. We later find out Summer wasn't into him because she was interested in girls, which obviously made his anger and sense of betrayal even stronger. Plus, he felt that her friends were bullies, which made his grudge grow over time. In the timeline where Lucy saves her sister, Quinn doesn't have his moment of rejection and bitterness. However, future Quinn is still stuck in his anger and brings that with him when he returns to 2003. It's a complicated web of past and future colliding, and Quinn's villain arc plays out in a much darker way than Lucy ever expected. The final showdown is intense. Lucy drags future Quinn into the time machine and pulls him forward to 2024. In a desperate move to end the terror, she kills him, ensuring he can't return to harm anyone else. But there's a twist within the twist. After returning to 2024, Lucy discovers that her actions in 2003 have changed the present in a way she hadn't anticipated. Lucy's family no longer remembers her. Summer's survival meant Lucy's parents never mourned a child, and so they never felt the need to have another. This time, paradox means that Lucy's existence has effectively been erased. Her parents have no idea who she is, leaving her completely alone in 2024. At this point, Lucy realizes that everything she knew in her timeline is gone. She has no family, no purpose, and nothing tying her to this new version of 2024. In a powerful and emotional decision, Lucy decides to go back to 2003. She chooses to live in the past, alongside her sister Summer, where she can have the family life she's always longed for, even if it means sacrificing her future. This ending really challenges viewers to think about what we're willing to give up for the people we love and the lives we wish we could have. Lucy's journey is bittersweet. She finds happiness, but at the cost of her future self. The movie ends with her embracing this life in the 2000s, as she starts to feel like she belongs in a way she never did in 2024. Now, here's where Time Cut left a few unanswered questions that fans have been talking about. For one, how does Lucy continue to exist in 2003 if her parents never had her? And what about her place in society? If Lucy wasn't born in this timeline, does she have any official records, an identity, or even a place to live? These are some major plot holes that didn't really get addressed, and they break some of the time travel logic that the movie otherwise tries to stick to. Plus, Quinn's motivations also felt a bit shaky, especially when we see him come back from the future to kill Summer again. Although it adds some layers, it raises questions about how his character's resentment could justify such a drastic turn. So, let's talk final thoughts. Time Cut does bring some unique elements to the slasher genre, especially with its time travel twist and the emotional storyline between Lucy and Summer. But as a horror movie, it's light on scares and gore, so hardcore slasher fans might find it a bit underwhelming. It's definitely geared more toward teens and a nostalgic audience, with plenty of early 2000s references, sometimes even a bit too much with moments like "Don't invest in BlackBerry," that feel more cheesy than charming. The cast, especially Madison Bailey from Outer Banks and Antonia Gentry from Ginny and Georgia, brings solid performances that help keep the story engaging, but the pacing and lack of deeper scares may leave some viewers wanting more. Overall, if you're into teen horror and like a bit of nostalgia, Time Cut is a fun watch, but it's not a must-see slasher. I'd say it's worth a watch if you're looking for a light Halloween movie, but there are definitely scarier choices out there if that's what you're after. That's it for my Time Cut breakdown. Let me know your thoughts. Did you enjoy the time travel twist, or were you left with too many questions? And if you want to see more movie breakdowns, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.